going on, y'all? Moore's Binge here. I realize that I play a lot of Flesh and Blood, but I don't talk a whole lot about what I play. As many of y'all know, I play Dromai. My suite on Dromai is a Storm of Sandakai, as you do because you're playing dragons. A Crown of Dominion that creates this gold token. I play a Flamescale Furnace, Silken Form, and Dragon Scale or Flight Path that are all absolutely amazing and have their own utilities. On top of this, I play this deck that you see here. I'm going to break it down just a little bit for you guys, just so you guys can see the kind of gameplay I'm looking at. I'm currently in the process of adjusting a lot of things, so this is probably not going to be what I play for much longer. But I run Sink Below, Oasis Respite, Sigil of Solace, Sand Cover, all as, defensive cards, life gain cards, stuff like that. As buff cards, I play Rake Over the Coals, Skittering Sands, and Tooth of the Dragon. I love these foil promos that I was able to get. They're so beautiful. Too much glare right here. But they're gorgeous cards. To create my ashes, or mostly just to make ash and ash wings, I play Sweeping Blow, Rake the Embers, Billowing Mirage. The pretty basic package. Make your ash wings, make your ashes, turn a bunch of them into ash wings kind of thing. A little bit of attack on that. Reactions, I play 2 blue Nip at the Heels. These are mostly in there because they're blue and not because they are attack actions, but I still like them in the deck. They were very fun to play with. People were perfect blocking Kyloria and can throw this on the back end of it. It was fun. I play this as a utility package, so these have my tomes in it. They have my potions. I run a healing potion and an energy potion in here. I've got my legendary drop of the Dragon Blood. 1 bubble to the surface. That might get changed. I'm not sure if I like this card or not, to be honest with you. But we'll have to see. I run my 2 tomes, which are both... These are amazing. I bought them at $60. And I saw that they recently went down to $40, and I'm a little upset about that. But I love these cards nonetheless, and they are definitely going to stay in the deck. They just have so much utility in that Force Pitch. I run 2 cards that are only in there for the attack. I run a Embermaw Centipie, a 2 for 8, and a Dunabreaker Centipie, 1 for 5. Both just amazing cards. They have Phantasm, so they can have a little bit of a issue with them sometimes, but for the most part, great damage output. Then I run my dragons. This is probably what's going to get hit the most. I spend a lot of my game trying to play dragons, and they just don't work for me. So, Chromai gives you the extra action point. Mirror Guy gets rid of Phantasm. Asvalai is only good into mirror matches, so I really don't need to have it in there. Vinzerikai does a whole lot of damage. Got that Arcane on the back end. Dracana Optimi. If you don't know anything about this card, just know it does a whole lot of damage. It is 6 pitch for 6 attack, 6 life. You discard. It's supposed to do 6 damage on hit. It's a powerhouse. It's crazy. Yundurai. It's leaving the deck. I don't know why it's in there. I usually end up pitching Yundurai because it's really not worth it to have on the field. Uvia. Uvia works if you can consistently make ashes, but it's so hard to consistently make ashes if you're in a bad matchup. And if you're in a good matchup, it's just too easy to make them. So Uvia really doesn't hold a whole lot of benefit for me, to be honest. And that leaves Kyloria. This is my favorite card in the deck. This is a 1 for 4 with Go Again. On play, this is a 1 for 4 with Go Again. On hit, draw a card. Or steal an item. I mean, stealing an item is great. Just kind of unlikely to play against somebody who has a lot of items. I love this card. It is the focal point of my deck for the most part, and I just enjoy it so much. Getting to throw it out there, hit with it, throw a Nip at the Heels on the back end of it. I can't remember which deck it's in. I love throwing, a Rake Over the Coals. This is great on huge Ashwing turns. You just come in with a nip at the heels. They go, oh crap, it's 1 bigger, now it's 5. Don't have defense reactions, blah blah blah. If they manage to overblock it, you break over the coals, especially on the big Ashwing turns. And then you Dragon Scale or Flight Path, and you do it again. It's so amazing. You gotta, if you've never played Kylora, you probably don't understand how great it is to 1 for 4 into card draw with Go Again. I love it. Trying to get it to hit, though, is kind of a problem. And it usually only hangs out for 1 turn. Most people will target it. They don't want you to have repeatable card draw on the field. But yeah, I thought I'd go over some pieces of my deck before I adjusted it too much. I'll probably let y'all in whenever I do make the new deck. It's probably going to be a little less centric on the big dragons, a little more centric on the Ashwings and some illusionist attacks. I do know I need passing mirages so I can get that Spectra trigger and get rid of Phantasm, because Phantasm is such a problem in this deck. I recently went to Skirmish, and I'll cut to some fancy graphics here. But I recently went to Skirmish with this deck. My first round, I matched with a top 50 player in the world, playing Levia. Brutes are a bad option to begin with, and it just did not go well. Lost that terribly. No shot. Went into second round, went up against a Bravo. Bravo was having a bad day, and so I was doing good, but I still did not come out with the dub there. Third round, I got a Terra. Fortunately for me, the Terra had not built around poppers, and so it was a fatigue strategy. I was able to get the aggro in really early. My final turn was swinging 8 Aether Ashwings with a Rake over the coals, swinging 16 damage across the field 8 ways. It was so much fun. It was such a good, I don't know, it was such a good relief feeling that, like, the deck had finally done what it was supposed to that day, because I was feeling a little down with all the losses and everything else. And then my fourth and final round, I went up against a Dorinthia Quicksilver Prodigy. He had never seen Dromai before, and so it was kind of rough for him. But I managed to walk away with a dub on that. 2-2, not the worst. I knew going into it I was going to have some bad matchups, and it really enforced that I needed to find a passing mirage so I could get rid of that Phantasm weakness. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoy this. I do want to start talking a little bit more about what I do and how I play, because I do play a lot. I play about every other week at Armory. Due to my work schedule, I can't make it all the time, but occasionally I do make it on other days of the week to play just casually and have some fun. Yeah, let me know what sort of stuff y'all want to see about Flesh and Blood down in the comments below, and I'll see y'all later. Peace out.